When I made this video around a month ago, how to run DeepSeek locally, the AI model, there was a little thing that appeared in my file explorer, Linux. And during this tutorial, I also showed how to get rid of this Linux logo. Oh, what happened with the quality? 4K, of course. Any second now. I had to disable something called the Windows subsystem for Linux. And this got me thinking. I've heard about this before. I think it's a way to run Linux on Windows, but I have no clue what this actually is, so I want to find out. I'm pretty sure this is meant for developers, which I am definitely not, but I do sometimes create animations for my videos using a Python library called Manim. And normally I do that inside of Visual Studio Code. So I want to try to do that through Linux, but through Windows. I hope this is actually possible, and it will be a good way for me to learn what this is. How exactly WSL works? Thank you for the answer. It's awesome 7 years ago. Ooh, so it existed for a while. It's awesome for doing command line work without having to spin up a virtual machine. This means less disk usage, memory usage, CPU usage, etc. Since I mostly use Vim, I have also recently tried NeoVim, and I'm basically doing all Linux dev through WSL, unless I require a server or something. I mostly use it to run Emacs and something else, as it's my favorite terminal emulator. WSL is pretty useful for basically everything that would require using a virtual machine, but it's not worth running a virtual machine. For example, I use it to compile and run my something programming speaking. Okay, so I think I can run Vim from within Linux and then code the animation. Linux on Windows. Oh, I'm about to learn everything from one video because it's network check. I need to enable virtualization in my BIOS. Luckily, when I tried setting up a virtual machine with GPU pass-through inside of Arch Linux and failed, I already made sure this step was completed. Beautiful. Okay, first I need to open the terminal. I never know what's the difference between the Windows terminal and the Windows PowerShell. CMD is the Windows command processor, the command line interface for Windows. It's been around since almost forever, and it's sort of the vestigial remnant of DOS. Okay. Windows PowerShell is a scripting language based on .NET. So it's a scripting language like Bash or ZSH, maybe. And Windows Terminal isn't anything on its own. It's just a front-end app for both of the above, plus any other CLI or shell you may have on your system. So you could have the tab with CMD and another with PowerShell if you have WSL. Oh, Windows Subsystem for Linux. Hello there. Then you can have Bash in another tab. If you install Git, then you can have Git shell in another tab. Oh, so if I open the terminal, I can essentially go to PowerShell through the terminal, I think. Okay, let's open the terminal. Boing. Look at that. When trying out Linux and also Vim on macOS, I got pretty familiar with how the terminal works on macOS and Linux because they're essentially the same, based on the same Unix system. But the Windows terminal is a complete black box for me, and not because it's actually black. It's WSL install. Really? That's it? Install. Boing. Installing Ubuntu. Oh, hello? It was that easy? I expected to be here for 2 hours trying to set everything up, and it's downloading just like that. Let's wait for a nice percentage. That's a bingo. Oh, it's gone. Launching Ubuntu. Please create a default Unix user account. The username does not need to match your Windows username. Enter in new Unix username. Let's do leg. Password. I typed it in. Nothing happened. Wait, don't tell me I just spammed a bunch of random letters in my password. Did it confirm my original one or no? I will also definitely forget that I named my username leg. So let's save this somewhere. Username leg. Perfect. Nothing is happening at the moment, which is a little concerning. So let's resume the tutorial. Now, the other day I needed to write an article. I searched online and zillions of results appeared. I didn't know what to start with, but that's why I have Opera 1 or 2, the sponsor of this video, equipped with Aria, their integrated AI. I opened the command line with a quick keyboard shortcut and asked for the newest and most important information about the topic. Aria gathered it all, and when I need a little more research space, I can move my conversation with Aria to its own dedicated tab. Aria does much more than that. For instance, when you have tons of tabs open and you need to close them, instead of doing it one by one, you simply type into Aria's command line, close YouTube tabs, and boom, easy. Or close tabs inactive for more than a minute. And with Opera's Tab Islands feature, feature, you can group your tabs based on context, which lets you organize your tabs easily and save space by collapsing or expanding islands. The writing mode feature lets you use Aria to help you write any sort of text, even fill in text input fields. This feature is integrated into the command line and can be used without leaving the web page that you're on. And when you're shopping, you can always count on Aria's multimodal answers to give you in-depth information as well as relevant links and images to help sway your decision. Download the Opera browser today with the link in the description. Back to the tutorial. Oh, it should ask to retype the new password, and for me that didn't happen. Can I do Control-C to stop? No. Should I just wait or open a new terminal? Well, I just closed that one. Didn't even think about it. That was muscle memory. WSL-install. I hope that didn't screw anything up. Ubuntu is already installed. Launching Ubuntu. Uh-oh. So I think it skipped the password and username. What if I do ls here? Ooh, nothing happened. Echo hi. Oh. Hello. Oh, whenever I close WSL, I have to type WSL-D and Ubuntu. Maybe I should actually try Ubuntu itself. I've only tried Linux Mint and Arch Linux. Arch Linux made me rage quit. Either way, let's do exit, I think, and then it logs out from WSL, WSL-D, Ubuntu. Oh, there we are. It says this is me, and I'm inside MNT users dog. So it seems like my username is now dog instead of leg, which is the same as my Windows username. So I probably shouldn't have closed the tab that was installing. What if I do ls now? Oh, downloads, favorites, links, music, some random stuff, OneDrive, pictures. Wait, this is my Windows. Huh? What is happening? Wait, if I open my file explorer, is there Linux there? No. Okay. I think I cut it off mid-installation and now it's screwed up. So until I try to do anything further, maybe let's try to reinstall. List installed WSL distributions, WSL list verbose. Boom, there's Ubuntu. Okay. To uninstall, use the following command. WSL unregister Ubuntu. Boing. Unregistering. Operation completed successfully. Beautiful. Now if I do this one to try to list everything, Windows subsystem for Linux has no installed distributions. Wonderful. WSL-install, and we're back to the installation. Whew. Ubuntu is already installed. Installing this will take a few minutes. That doesn't make any sense. Ooh, okay. Enter in your username, leg, enter, password, enter, retype password, enter, password successfully updated. Ooh, I think we're in. Welcome to Ubuntu 2404. What if I do clear? So now I'm inside Ubuntu, I think. If I do ls to list all the files, there's nothing. What about inside of my file explorer? No. What if I do touch hello.txt and then vim hello.txt to open it with vim? Oh, hello. Okay, now let's quit out of this and now list. And there's hello.txt. What if I say open hello.txt? What is it going to open with? Command open not found, but can be installed with something else. Let's resume the tutorial. Oh, I can use Windows commands from inside Linux. So he uses notepad and then test.txt. Oh, notepad.exe and then the file that you want to open. So I made this file inside of Linux, and let's do notepad.exe hello.txt. It should open. Boom. And where is this file? Can I see its location? It says Unix here at the bottom, just something that it says. What if I open a new tab? Now it says Windows. Okay. What if I do Control S for save or Control Shift S? Oh, it's inside network WSL localhost Ubuntu home leg. What? What if I go into Ubuntu? Oh, there are a bunch of Linux folders. Home, leg, there's hello.txt and cache inside of my home folder. Oh, I think I can do show network here. Nothing happened. How did I have Windows subsystem for Linux visible here before? Turn Windows features on and off, and then here there's Windows subsystem for Linux. Okay, I just want to see the penguin in my task manager. Windows needs to reboot your PC. Of course it does. Is it here? It is here. Look at that little penguin. I'm not even sure what I can do with it. Can I just open Ubuntu? Yes. Here are all my files inside of Ubuntu, inside of Windows. That's crazy. And if I go into my home folder, then my username, there's the txt file I created. Let's delete it. Now, if I open the terminal again and do WSL-D Ubuntu, oh, is something happening? I'm inside of Linux. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure that if I install an application that has a user interface, a graphical user interface, I can't open it from here, or can I? Wait, sudo apt install Firefox. It's downloading it. Still downloading. I think it's stuck at 20%. Info waiting for automatic snapd restart. What? Okay, let's just wait. Okay, it's definitely stuck. What if I do Control C to stop? Oh, there was a waiting icon next to my mouse cursor. Something happened. What if I open a new tab and do WSL-D Ubuntu? Okay, ls. Oh, once again, these are my Windows files. Clear. Wait a minute. Here I'm inside mntc users dog, and here I'm inside the same place. Oh, it just started moving. Operation was interrupted before it could finish. Let's try this again. Done. Firefox is already the newest version. So if I now say Firefox, stuff is happening. Wait, it actually opened? What is this? Oh, this is a different window, a different mouse cursor, another mouse cursor. So wait, this Firefox is now running inside of Linux that's inside of my Windows without any virtual machines. What if I go to my channel? Wait, I'm watching my own video inside of Ubuntu that's opened inside of my Windows. Wow. I'm not really sure how the ls command works yet because it lists everything from my Windows files and I'm inside mnt. So what if I cd into my home folder, which is this, and what if I ls now? It has snap. Okay, let's go into snap, ls again. It has Firefox. Interesting. So how do I go here inside of Ubuntu? How do I find this? I'm pretty sure this is the home folder, or maybe it's the root folder. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the home folder. Whoops. Inside of my home folder, there's leg, and then there's only these things. Oh no, there's snap and Firefox. Oh, so I am inside of my home folder because there's just one folder there, snap. And then if I ls everything, it should show hidden files. Or not. How do I show hidden files? Man ls. Oh, it's because I was in my snap folder. There are no hidden files there. Great. There they are inside of my home folder. So let's actually try to make an animation from within Ubuntu. For that, I'm going to need Python and the Manim library. To install Python, I just do sudo apt install Python 3. I should probably double check this. Python 3 is already the newest version. Oh, so it's already installed. Good news. Next, I'm going to need Manim installation. Step 1, installing Python. That's already installed. Step 2, optional, installing latex. Let's skip this one. Installing Manim. Debian based /apt. Let's copy all of these dependencies. Install all of this. Do you want to continue? Yes. One thing I also figured out is that when it asks you whether you want to continue, the letter that's capitalized will be used by default. So if I hit enter, it's going to say yes, install. I haven't tested it though, so let's try if it actually works. Oh, it's installing a bunch of stuff. Let's track the progress. That's a bingo. Okay, it's done. Well, I can't test out the letter. Oh yes, I need the UV package manager as well that I should have installed in the first step. Whoops. Let's do that now. Boom. Warning, the following commands are shadowed by other commands in your path. To add home local bin to your path, either restart your shell or run this. So let's restart the shell, which means just exit out of here, and then WSL-D Ubuntu. Boing. What happens if I go to my home folder and ls? Oh, there's still just snap. Also, I don't really want to run this in a virtual environment, and I'm not really sure how to install Manim globally. Install Manim as a global UV managed tool. I'm not sure how the UV managed tool works. So to install Manim as a global tool, simply run this. Let's try this instead. This is the Python library that I need for creating animations, by the way. It's what 3blue1brown uses in his videos. Actually, he's the one who made this library. Just blew me away when I first found out about this. He just made the tool that he uses to create animations for his videos. Isn't that just crazy? Installed 2 executables, Manim and Manim CE. So now technically we are good to go, probably. If I create a new Python file, or actually let's create a new folder, mkdir manimations, and then go into that folder. Now here, create a new file, intro.py, boink, and then open it with vim, intro.py. Beautiful. So here I can say from Manim import snowflake. I've recently learned that this is called a star import. The more you know. And let's test out the waters by creating something simple. Class intro scene, def construct self. Let's add a text that says oi on the screen. Self.play write text and self.wait for 1 second. Save this file, then open another terminal. Oh yes, I have to go into WSL-D Ubuntu again. CD into my home folder, then into manimations. And then if I do manim -pql means preview quality low. Wait, why low? Let's do high. Then the name of my scene, which is this intro, and the name of my Python file, which is intro.py. I doubt this will work the first time. File not found. Home leg animations intro not found. Really? Probably has something to do with UV tools here. Oh, maybe I need to say UV Manim do all of this. Unrecognized command Manim. Oh, first goes my Python file and then my scene. Whoops. So this is intro.py and this is the scene. Boom. Oh, and I need to remove UV from the beginning. Professional. Oh, it's actually creating the animation. I know that it created it because there was the green progress bars here. It probably didn't open it because I don't really have anything to open it with. So now if I ls, there should be more folders here. Yes, let's go into media. Then let's go into videos. Let's go into intro. Oh, it's deep inside. That's what she said. 1080p. Boom, there's intro MP4 here. What if I say vlc.exe? This is the Windows application. And then intro.mp4. Boom. It should open with VLC. VLC not found. Okay, but if I now go inside of my file explorer, Linux, Ubuntu, my username or home folder, then my username, then Manimations, media, videos, intro, 1080p, there it is. Oh. It already says OI. Now I can open it with VLC. Beautiful. How did it work so seamlessly? I didn't expect this to work at all from the first attempt. Okay, so I need to install something in order for me to be able to open these animations inside of Linux. Well, actually, I can just install VLC. Can I duplicate this? Duplicate tab. Oh, but it doesn't go inside of the VSL. Sudo apt install VLC. There's the message. Do you want to continue? If I don't type anything and say enter, it should press yes. Boink. Beautiful. Oh, some more progress. That's a bingo. Okay, now I have VLC. And so if I go into my Manimations folder, preview quality 4K this time, intro.py, mixed it up again. Boom. Does it open with VLC? Oh. And this VLC is inside Linux because you can see the different mouse cursors and the different window with the close and minimize buttons. Let's play this again. This window is a little buggy, although what am I expecting? This somehow magically opened inside of my Windows computer, but this is Linux. How crazy. Okay, let's actually rerun this. And as soon as it opens, I want to catch it. Privacy and network access policy. Oh, there it goes. Now I can loop it. Boom. This is crazy. Now there's one more cool trick I know. I mean, I learned it from the tutorial, and that I can open VS Code from within Linux and it will open in a normal VS Code inside of Windows, but it will be inside of Linux. That does sound confusing, so let's test it out. Sudo apt install code, I think, is VS Code. No apt package code, but there's a snap with that name. Or wait, maybe I should just open Visual Studio Code and then go into plugins and install VSL. Open any folder in Windows subsystem for Linux and take advantage of Visual Studio Code's full feature set. Install. Okay, it's installed. So wait, if I now go into my Manimations folder and do code intro.py, installing VS Code server for Linux. Wait, there's no way it just works like that. Then I don't even have to preview my animations. Wow. This opened my actual VS Code on Windows, but I opened it from within Linux that's installed on Windows. What is going on? Do you want to install the recommended Python extension from Microsoft for the Python language? Install. Ooh, and it says install in VSL Ubuntu. Okay, it's underlining everything. I need to select my Python interpreter. Wait. This I think is inside of Linux, right? No, it's still underlining Manim, so it's probably not the one. What about this one? Okay, let's just use the Windows one. Okay, it's still underlining everything. And here it says VSL Ubuntu. If I open the other one, the other Python file that's inside of Windows, there it doesn't say VSL Ubuntu. And it also highlights my text as it would normally do. Can I move this tab here? Oh, that's crazy. What if I install another extension, Manim side view? This one lets me preview animations inside of VS Code without having to open VLC or any other media player. How is this inside of the same app? Now I just need to figure out why it's underlining my code. It's probably not using the correct Python. Ooh, I can actually check which Python 3. It's inside USR bin Python 3. So it should be this one, USR bin Python 3. Okay, but it's still not highlighting my code. Maybe there's another extension that I need to install. Ooh, and it says here local installed. So these are the extensions I'm using on Windows. And then here there's Ubuntu installed. So they're exactly the same. What if I try to run this Python file? Oh, no module named Manim. What if I do which Manim? There is Manim, but it doesn't find it for some reason. What if I try to preview this animation? Does it actually work? Oh, it works. There's the animation. So wait, it just doesn't highlight my text correctly. That's it. Everything else works just fine. How do I fix this now? Let's maybe open it again. Intro.py. It opens. Oh, now it highlights. Wait. Oh. it doesn't anymore. Import Manim could not be resolved. Pylans. Report missing imports. View problem Alt F8. Alt F8. By the way, did you know that if you press Alt F4 on Windows, it actually opens the emoji picker like this? You can pick all sorts of emojis. Alt F4. You should try it. It works on any sort of Windows computer. Just lost some viewers there. Some of them will never come back. That's the price I'm going to have to pay for this. So there's something wrong with Mr. Pylans. If Manim is not found, it confirms that it hasn't been installed as a Python module. UV tools typically install Manim as an executable, but Python scripts need the Python package. Run this. Python 3 pip install Manim. Okay, no module named pip. So sudo apt install pip, and then again Python 3 m pip install Manim. This environment is externally managed. It looks like you're encountering the externally managed environment error. Yes, which occurs because Debian-based distributions manage Python installations in a way that prevents you from installing packages globally using pip without certain restrictions. Oh, I can do it with sudo, of course. Sudo pip3 install Manim and then break system packages. Oh, now it works. So now I think this installed Manim as a Python package. Not sure what all of that means yet. Okay, which Manim now? It's there, but if I run the previous command, this one, oh, it says something else. Wait. So now if I go into my code, intro.py, does it highlight? No. Oh, it does highlight. I just had to trust the folder. Okay, and are there suggestions? Text? Ooh, okay, beautiful. And does this code actually run still? Boom, perfect. Oh, I'm so glad I got this to work. But this is actually insane. It's opening VS Code from within Linux, and it's letting me run my code from within there, but inside of my Windows. What is going on? How would you even be able to make something like this? Well, I guess if you're Microsoft and you don't want to lose Windows market share to Linux, that's what you have to do. I'm happy that I now know this exists. I'm still not sure what I want to do with it. It's just super impressive. Okay, and there's one more thing I totally forgot to mention. Element of